repeater. CQ, calling all ARES Racing members. This is N8DKB, your net control station for this session of the Ohio Valley ARES Racing Net. My name is Keith. This net will be held each Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. local time and is for the purpose of testing equipment for emergency use, the exchange of ideas, and to promote the use of amateur radio in emergencies. Although this is an ARES Racing net, all amateurs are invited to participate in this evening's net. I will now take check-ins from anywhere. Please call now stating your call and first name. This is N8DKB.
Good evening, Keith. N8TVO, Jim.
KN4IMU, Michael on the 715.
NYN, Dave and Iron.
Let's hold there a minute. I've got N8TVO, Jim. I've got KN4IMU, Michael on the 715. I got KD8NYN, Dave. And I had another station that broke the squelch, but I couldn't copy. If that station could come back, please. Yeah, I wasn't able to copy any of that. Was anyone able to copy anything on that?
KN4IMU negative. It was on the 715, and of course we're having issues, so if that station can reach the 610, give it a shot.
KK4PPJ, you can check me in out.
N8TVO, Jim, what do you got going on this evening?
Good evening, Keith, and those checked in. You're sounding good this evening. Not doing much. Going back to the doctor again tomorrow and see what they got to say. So, everybody enjoy the rain, and I think we're supposed to have some pretty good rain Saturday, so it's be the weekend. Everybody be safe. N8TVO, back to net control.
Thanks for checking in, Jim, and hope those doctor's appointments keep going your way. I got to go here in a couple of weeks and get surgery. I'm not real happy about that, but things happen. Thanks for checking in, Jim. Next on the list, we have KN4IMU, Michael on the 715. Good evening, Michael.
Yeah, good evening, Keith. Everyone else on the net. Real quick before I continue, that station did try to come back. I believe it was an in and out, but I didn't catch the call sign. If you want to try again, holler for him real quick, and then I'll do my spells.
I usually catch up at the end, but station attempting to check into the network. Can you try one more time, please?
James, KK4PPJ, if you can check me in and out. Keith, that was KK4PPJ, James.
KK4PPJ, James. I got that one down there now. I had heard the call and I was trying to look his name up, but you beat me to it. Thanks, Jim. Okay, back up to Michael, KN4IMU. What do you got there, Michael?
Well, again, good evening, Keith, and everyone else on the net. I just wanted to make sure you got him there before it was too late. You might not have heard, because I think you guys doubled. It might take a sec there, but anyway, that's for me. I had my day off yesterday and took a drive out to Quinnamont, West Virginia, or Prince is actually the better-known side of it. Quinnamont's the railroad location, but came back and then today worked as usual and bought 2 new truck batteries because mine are deciding to give up the ghost, so I went ahead and changed them out so I wouldn't get stuck somewhere. So it was kind of needed, I guess. I took them down and both tested bad. So anyways, everything's sounding good between the links. That 715, of course, is still giving fits, and I got to sit down with Mike and we'll try to come up with a solution. Just haven't had a chance to send him the email, so I'll try and get that in here after I get down here listening to the net. I'll turn it back to you, Keith, KN4IMU.
Thanks for checking in, Michael, and thanks for all you do. Appreciate that. Next on the list, we got Dave, KD8NYN in Ironton. How are you this evening, Dave?
Well, I'm doing fine, Keith. Just tried to get some grass cutting done in between showers here and in between trying to do some other things too, but I did manage to get some of it done, but I'm just sitting here in the driveway watching raindrops hit my windshield, so the rain is still with us. It's just not very, very hard at the moment. So I don't have anything else to tell you. I'm just in good shape out here in the holler, so I'll catch up with all of you later. It's KD8NYN, back to net.
Well, that sounds like a pleasant place to be up your holler there, Dave. Appreciate you checking in this evening. Make the rest of it jealous, although it's a lot like that around here, too. Next to you, KK4PPJ, James. A little trouble getting checked in, but I finally got you there. Glad you made it. What do you got this evening?
Everybody on the net. Just pretty much a lazy day around the house today, and spent some time on the front porch and enjoyed the nice weather. And, we had a little bit of rain earlier, and everything's going good here in Perry Township. And with that, I'll hand it back over to you, KK4PPJ.
Boy, it sounds like it was a great place to be out there, too. Sounds like my day, sitting on the porch, an occasional nap, and then watching some of the rain. Appreciate you taking the time and having the patience to check in with us today, James. Brings us to the bottom of the current list. Do we have anyone else who wish to check into this evening's ARES races? Call now.
AYN, Keith. Jerry, Franklin Furnace.
KD8FBX is Joe Chesapeake.
Whiskey 3 Whiskey Victor Alpha, Greg in Spring Valley.
Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Alpha Lima, Bill Waverly.
W8SOE, the SOARA 715.
Okay, coming a little too fast for me. I got NAYN Jerry, and I got KD8FDX Joe in Chesapeake, and and there's another two. If they could come back again, please.
Whiskey 3 Whiskey Victor Alpha, W3 WVA, Greg in Spring Valley.
Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Alpha Lima, Bill Waverly.
I think I got W3WVA, Greg, and I believe it's KF8 Alpha Alpha Lima, Bill in Waverly.
That's Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Alpha Lima.
Roger, thank you. Okay, great. And some more check-ins there. Anyone else wishing to check into this evening's network? All right, Jerry, N8YN. Good to have you on there this evening, Jerry. What's up?
Carter? Yeah? I've been outside trimming some branches from trees there. I'm getting tired of banging my old head against them when I cut grass, raising them up and all that. But anyhow, you're sounding good. And I saw a bunch of clouds move over us, but we got just a few drops, and they kept going another direction. Anyhow,
I wanted to tell you that, you know, Dave Bruce, you know he hijacked my call?
Well, no, I didn't know that. We all know Dave to be quite the rascal, but how did he hijack your call?
Well, his call is KD8NYN. So if you take the 8 and move it after the N, that's my call. That's how he hijacked it. That's pretty slick of him, wasn't it? He couldn't get it. That's one he won, so he figured he'd just go ahead and get it another way.
Yes, well, he's known for his mischievous nature.
And such a nice guy, you know, I really wouldn't care. Oh, I wanted to tell you, you know, with all this COVID stuff, you don't have the de-expeditions and stuff like you normally have, but this weekend, the International Lighthouse Lightship Weekend, and there's probably 100 and some worldwide, so somebody wants to work special events to see how many lighthouses you can work. It's a lot of fun. Okay, we'll turn it back to you, and thanks, Keith, and say 73, N8YN.
Great to hear from you, Jerry. Really appreciate you checking in this evening. And we're going to move on down the list now to KD8FDX. Joe in Chesapeake. What do you got this evening for us?
I don't have too awful much. It was raining up here for a while, you know, and it's just something else up here. I went down and mowed grass down to Chesapeake, down at the church house for a little bit, too. Back to you.
Yeah, we got a little bit of rain here, too, but not a whole lot. But we need it, that's for sure. Really appreciate you having the patience to hang in there and get checked in this evening. Thanks a lot, Joe. All right, moving on down the list. I believe I have the call right, W3WDA. Greg, is that correct?
Yes, sir. It's correct, Keith. I think it's been about 2 weeks or so since we last talked. The last time I talked, I didn't have my dipole, my folded dipole, off-center fed dipole hung up, but I got it hung up, and I've broken in the IC7300 that you offered to break in for me. I'm here to report that it's doing well. I've made a lot of contacts, a lot of them Texas and Washington State and Portland. I made contact with a U.S. Coast Guard net in Puget Sound. So I'm doing good. Everything's up and running. I'm studying for my amateur extra. I'm ready to take the test, and things are working out really well. I can do the test in under 10 minutes and guarantee at least a 96% success rate. And other than that, the good news is I finally joined the Terra Club, Tri-State Amateur, and they accepted me. So I'm a member of the club. I feel like a family member now, and hopefully some more clubs I'll be joining. And that's about it from Spring Valley. Thanks again, Keith, and back to you.
Greg, we really appreciate you taking the time to check in with us this evening. It sounds like you're wringing the most you can out of the hobby, and that's really good. It can really be a comfort in times like these. Okay, moving on down, I got KE8AAL, Bill in Waverly. I think I finally got the call right, Bill. What do you got for us this evening?
Well, not much of anything. Did get my grass cut up here. Hate to hear about some rain coming in. Haven't seen any up here yet, but occasionally I can hit you guys using the VHF radio on the 715, but it's a little bit noisy, and I'm not really picking up any audio, so I thought I'd use this Echo Link and just check in and see what's going on in that part of Southern Ohio.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time and the effort to go link and check in with us this evening. Always glad to hear from you. All right, that brings us to the bottom of the current list. Do we have anyone else that would like to check in for this evening's ARES Races Net, or anyone I may have overlooked? All right, there being no further check-ins, I will now close this session of the Ohio Valley ARES Races Net until next Thursday at 8:30 p.m. on repeater 146.610 or until such time as an emergency dictates a need. Thanks to those who participated, and we now turn this repeater back to normal amateur use. This is Net Control, N8DKB, clear.